governance and a threat to democratic order. Thomas, good morning, welcome.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us. A very touchy topic yet to discuss here for today. A very interesting one, and we do advise you coming forward to talk about this. Now, tell us what pushed COPE to publicly declare the Ekurhuleni scandal a crisis demanding urgent intervention from the national bodies.
Look, Ekurhuleni is a municipality that is controlling a budget of about 65 billion rand. So this is actually the money that we as the residents of Ekurhuleni cannot allow to have it going in the wrong direction. And secondly, the fact that people are now getting killed, it's something that is of great concern. You'll remember that these things started with the Tembisa Hospital, where witnesses have been killed. This is part of Ekurhuleni, and then it carries on and on. So we are under siege as the residents of Ekurhuleni and as the leaders in Ekurhuleni. So if this is not stopped, and if a national government doesn't intervene, there will be no municipality in the future, because people will be scared to come out. People will be scared to speak out. So this criminality has to be stopped immediately.
Absolutely. I think, just to sort of further on with that, we talked about witnesses, but we're also linked to the Madlanga Commission have been intimidated and some have been fatally killed. Now, what does this feel about the state's ability or the willingness to protect those who come forward? Do you think there's enough protection for those who want to really blow the whistle on certain sort of topics? And what should be done in a situation like this? Should the government increase sort of security with these individuals? So what do you think is the sort of thought process and the actual dealings that go on behind closed doors?
In the first place, we as Congress of the People don't find any logic to have this high level of criminality being exposed on TVs and all those things. We know it is of public interest. We like that. But we want those who go there not even to be known. They have to be protected. All their voices. Let's take, for example, witness D. He asked for protection, but his voice was still clear. People could still identify who this person is that is talking. So we are actually saying, as much as this, the public interest should be of the results that are coming out, but not the information that is coming in. So it was not important or really serious to us to have this broadcasted so much. And we are not saying journalists shouldn't be there, but we are saying this is a high level kind of a thing where it's determining life and death. So we cannot just have people exposed and after that they are not even given protection at their homes or wherever they are. The next thing that will happen is the very same people, the commissioners, might be intimidated themselves for asking, tough questions. So this is something that we think that has to be taken very seriously, and the discoveries and everything that comes out of that can be publicized, without even mentioning the names of the witnesses.
I think that's also very important, the protection of the witnesses. Now, you also called on the SIU to intervene immediately. What urgent steps do you believe that they must take to stabilize this particular situation?
Look, we have a government institution that can save us money, even for us as a country, to always call for commissions, because we know we have been having commissions before, but the role of SIU is to investigate corruption. and it is to make sure that maladministration and malpractices are dealt with. So we have these people that are well trained, that have got expertise. Some of them are accountants, some of them are people that are, investigators and criminal investigators. So they have to compile information that will be brought in front of the courts and make sure that, the money that is lost has to be brought back, like in the days of the Scorpions. We have to trace this money where it is, these things that makes people to do these wrong things. Because in Ekurhuleni, we are told that, and this is information that we have to really, really make sure that we investigate. There is a security tender of about 2.9 billion that is only covering 6 companies. There is also, the toilet tender that is in question because people are just told, occupy the land, because we know as politicians and as government officials that as soon as those people go there, we have to go and supply toilets for them, and then that is money for us. All those kind of things needs to be investigated, and we need to make sure that we stop this thing as it starts and put systems that will protect the interest of the residents.
Absolutely. Let's sort of go back in time just a little bit. I mean, when we talk about the Estina Dairy Project investigation showed how critical early SIU intervention is in preventing evidence destruction. Would you say Ekurhuleni is facing the same risk of cover-ups if action is delayed?
Look, yes, that I agree with you. We need to be careful of that. And hence I said, this thing of exposing witnesses, what the witnesses are saying, these people have got monies, they've got lawyers, and the lawyers come there with smart everything because smart answers because they know what you said. So if we are actually interested in not covering up this thing, let us do it with dignity. And Ekurhuleni must actually be made to be a pilot project of stopping corruption, because these are happening in all municipalities, even in government institutions. We have to use this one of Ekurhuleni, where people are being killed and the lives of the people are being destroyed, as an example, and make sure that whoever is sitting anywhere else will know that government has teeth, and then the destruction of corruption will definitely is taken serious by our government.
Very importantly, is that, Thomas. Now, let's end it off here with the last question. We've got 2 minutes left now. If corruption and witness killings continue being unchecked, what does it mean for the future of Ekurhuleni's governance and the safety of its residents? And, how might continued violence and intimidation impact stuff like